Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. Today I'm going to be doing some V Rising. It's a game that one of my buddies got for me back during the Steam Summer Sale. I played it with them for a little bit, but I can't say I know all that much about this game. So I'm going to be just starting up like a solo world and seeing how it goes, you know? We'll do just, PvE world. I guess it doesn't matter since it's just kind of me at the moment. I guess the rest of these don't matter. Alright, and it is time to go ahead and hop on in. I haven't made it super far into the game in the bit that I have played. So I've still got a lot of learning to do about like the game's like inner workings and systems and all that. But I enjoyed what I played, so I figured it would be a good idea to do a stream on it, you know? So here in a moment, once the things finish loading, because admittedly this game does take a bit to load. It has to do all kinds of shaders and stuff, I'm sure. I think there was 5,000 listed. Regardless, soon we will be customizing our Dark Lord. And let's see here. Looks like it's went ahead and put that in for us. Okay. Well, let's get to it. Got a whole variety of faces. Be some sort of Nosferatu looking vampire. Oh, that's a spooky one. No lips, no eyes, just kind of sockets with fire in them. Yeah, that seems sufficiently spooky for our would-be Dark Lord. The hair options in this game, they're definitely pretty crazy on some of them. We got the Ciri from the Witcher cut from the looks of it. Pulled back on one side, flop on the other. It's actually not far off from what I rock IRL, but I'm not here to rock IRL. Got Lady from DMC5 from the looks of it. Short with a flop. Oh, Mohawk does something for it, but I'm sorry, were those tusks? Is that like tusks made out of hair? Alright, what's this previous one? So this is just straight long, okay. Long ponytail. Got Saiyan hair for those who are so inclined. Big old braids. Alright, dang. They've actually got a lot of options. That said, let's go ahead and try and cover up, you know, that horrifying visage. Don't want to scare the, don't want to scare all the humans away too fast. We can be red. Oh, nice. We can be like green. We can just be a zombie if we're so inclined. Oh, there's more options even further down. Ah, sure, that looks decent. It's almost more disturbing now that it's not white and it still is. It looks like a skull, but it's clearly off in color. Wait, we can put a mustache through our teeth. That's... I don't think that's intended, but that is hilarious. Alright, and... Sayara. Sure, we can rock that. So we've got our Dark Lord Sayara.
I am alive.
Gameplay is top-down, very sort of twin-stick shooter. And how it feels. Yes, I've hidden my cursor, but you have a cursor that you can sort of aim around. And then, like a MOBA, like, I don't know, Smiley. You guys know what a MOBA is. You got various abilities that go on cooldown after use. We're going to see how far we can make it. We'll see if Sayara here is able to conquer the entire world. Each of the skills has a different function. Like the range skill does a lot of damage. C is a counter. So if somebody hits you during that time, you'll do a big burst, attack all the enemies near you. And then the dash here, you become undetectable for 2.2 seconds. And you get like, bonus damage and healing. And time for our first weapon. Something regal-esque, anyway. We got a bone sword. Each weapon has its own unique moveset and attack speed, so the sword is, you know, a decently quick weapon. Other weapons, I know there's a hammer, gets a lot slower, but does a lot more damage.
Recognize my power.
Oh, and I need to go ahead and cancel that. There we go.
For sure.
The tutorial zone isn't too hard, but I know things can really ramp up once you're outside of this sort of safe zone.
I require more resources to make that.
So we've got our chest piece. It auto-equipped. It's over here in equipment. So here we need rugged hide to make the other parts of our outfit. So rugged hide is going to be gotten from like wolves in our case. Any of the animals pretty much. But wolves are going to be our main convenient source of it here in the early zone. Another big thing to note is that weapons do have a durability that can be worn out. Most gear, as far as I'm aware anyway, can be repaired though. So you can see the durability, 799 out of 817, so this sword still has a lot of swings left in it. And welcome to the Farbane Woods. Another big part of this game is, as you can see, there's a feed prompt. You're a vampire. You drink blood, and it gives you different buffs. So currently we're on Frail. which gave us no benefit. But here, now that we have creature as our blood type, we get additional movement speed, and if we can get higher quality blood, then we would get other benefits, like, in this case, stun resistance, damage reduction. Looks like creature's a very tank-oriented blood type. This is 5%, might as well take it. It's an upgrade for us. And your blood pool has liters as it counts it, so we're at 10 out of 10 liters. That ticks down passively over time, and also is used whenever you do some of your vampire abilities. So if I was to use Blood Mend, which was the sort of main healing skill of the game, it would consume my blood gauge to give me health. Waiting for these items to craft. Quests are tracked up here in the top left. And that's how you progress through the tech tree. There's no... Well, there is researching, but the main way to progress is through the top left here. Different tools and weapons have different damage advantages. So the sword here does extra damage versus vegetation, and these axes do extra damage versus wood, so they're extra efficient at harvesting trees. So this is very much not a one-weapon game where you're just going to, say, make one weapon. You could if you were so inclined. You absolutely have the ability to. But the best way to do it is to have multiple things. That corpse pile just has a skull as its power level. It shows you at the left side of their health bar the power level of the creature. And, well, the health bar also changes its shade in terms of its relative power to you. So those wolves that were yellow health bars, they were, say, a moderate threat to Sayara, but that corpse pile is a major threat, which is why it's red. And additionally, it doesn't show a power level, it just shows a skull. So we will deal minimal damage to it, and it will deal a lot of damage to us. One way that we can help change that balance of power, though, is we can up our average item level, which is just done by putting, higher tier items in each slot. So we have level 1 armor, we've got level 3 weapons, so we're currently at a gear level of 10. So that corpse pile is way above our 10 level, so we'll be doing very minimal damage to it, and it'll be doing a lot of damage to us. In theory, if you just don't get hit, it's not a problem. But that's just a theory, which is not at all how reality often pans out. Another very unique part of this game is, unlike, well, I guess, like many survival games, it has base building. But unlike a lot of them, there are plots in this game. So instead of going and just building our base wherever, like say in Rust or Ark or Conan, we need to find a plot and choose to build on that. For example, if I come over here, up this ramp, how does this place look? There's another way in from over there. It's not an awful place, though. And since I'm not in a PvP server, it's a non-issue, ultimately. So, now that I'm on this plot, you can see it's highlighted up in the compass area. I'm gesturing with my cursor, as if it's still visible, but there's that highlighted zone, that then becomes our zone.
I must feed it.
Once we place a castle heart, and then we have to feed our castle heart blood essence, which I had but have used up to build it. So I need to go get blood essence by just killing things. Any
The
random
castle
wolf
heart is
or
starving. I
deer will
must
do.
feed it.
Yes, I understand, Sayara. It will be taken care of. You just need to go kill things. Like that deer or this thug here. Sure, he'll do. There we go. Got a filled water skin. Fresh water will not quench your thirst, but can be useful in other ways. And we got some blood essence from that guy. You can also, if you want to keep your blood type, you can press the feed button, but then left click to cancel changing your blood type and just finish off the enemy. So if you're ever caught in a fight where you're outnumbered, 1v3 type deal, you can, once one enemy is low enough, lunge at them to start feeding on them, and then move elsewhere. And I guess to put my theory to the proof, so I can lunge through, bite him, and go after the next. Bite does have a cooldown. I think it's roughly 8 seconds or so. So I'm not able to bite again just yet. There we go.
I must gather blood to feed my castle heart.
There's different flowers that you can see growing. Blood roses, I know, are used for the second level of the ring. So we'll want to have a nice little stockpile of them. Now then, I need more blood essence in order to build floor and expand my domain. You can only build on clear tiles, and placing your own foundation tiles does prevent things from spawning. So the trees and rocks that sort of just pop up around here will be blocked completely and utterly by having foundation tiles here. There we go.
Yet another accomplishment.
Build a variety of walls. So for the time being, we just need entrance. And we're out of wood. So here's where things get a little scary. We are a vampire. As you all know, vampires hate sunlight, and, well, every day, there's day and night. So now we have to worry about if we are caught out in the sun for too long. The sun is a deadly laser. You can see it focusing on us. If we stay out for too long, we ignite, which is not something we want to have happen. We have a variety of options to deal with this. We can either stand in the shade of objects. We can, say, build walls and stand in the shade of our walls. But additionally, they have an item called a Mist Brazier. So you place it down and offer some bones into it, and you'll see a mist cloud start to gradually creep out from around it. So now this whole zone is gradually becoming shaded, which means it's safe for us to go around and just exist in the area. Warning coming up, Castle Heart status, low essence. So all that is real time. It's not like 3 in-game hours. So I have three real human hours to get some more blood to fill up the Castle Heart. So we've got a mist brazier, we need to get a stash, and then we need to place a coffin. Coffin, it's standard survival game fare. It's your bed equivalent. Bed, bedroll, it's your spawn point, in case you get taken out in the world. In this game, at least with the default settings, which is the settings that I am running, whenever you die, you'll drop everything that is not considered bloodbound, which is your armor pieces, your weapons, but the rest of your inventory, so all this stone, all this wood, would be dropped. Now then, let's go ahead and get coffin set up and a place to put things.
Yet another accomplishment.
So there's a whole crafting system to get in this game, and we need a lot of wood for this sawmill. The general gameplay loop, as I understand it, is gather resources, refine those resources at your base, use those resources to gear up, and then use that gear to go and hunt higher level enemies for better resources. As we're about to unlock here in a little bit, we're going to get blood tracking, which allows you to hunt down the different bosses that the game has to offer. The bosses range in what they are. A lot of them are human, some of them are animals, but all of them are the guardians, the gatekeepers, keeping you out from certain technologies, and in some cases also spells. So we have, our Veil of Blood Dash, the Shadow Bolt, and the Bloodrite, but additionally, let's see here, not clans, Spellbook, there we go. We have a whole variety of magic schools, each with their own special effect, that we have to unlock by taking out these V-Bloods, as they're called, in that 4th tab. So we don't have it yet, but we will here in just a moment. Once I go ahead and, let's see here, set up the sawmill here, and throw the extra wood into it. All resources are also produced in real time, so we have to wait for our sawmill to produce the planks, so that way we are able to build our workbench. So we just have to keep it stocked, and over time it'll gradually convert that wood over into planks for us. Luckily I still count as shaded there, but soon it'll be night, which will be the optimal time to head back out and get to some more slaying. Got 3 planks so far, we need 8. So with 20 wood, we get 1 plank and 1 sawdust, and it takes, let's see here, 20 seconds per, so we're halfway through for the time being. And I whiffed. Spider has a skull icon. Very scary. Just because it has a skull icon doesn't mean that we can't kill it. It just means it'll be very hard as we don't do a ton of damage to it. It does a not insignificant amount of damage to us. In this game you have a lot of health, but getting your health back can definitely be a pain. Nice. There's the planks that we needed, so that way we can now make a workbench.
I am missing key ingredients.
Need more rugged hide. Alrighty, gotta go hunt more creatures then. Should be a doe or maybe some wolves around here still. Or a moose. Moose will do nicely. Hey, we can actually see the power level of the moose. The moose has a power level of 16, as we can see to the left of its health bar. Uh-oh. Some enemies have a parry, like that warrior, so I ended up getting myself stunned. Pick up the hides, and fight for my life. Ouch. And as you can see next to our health bar, we also have a power level. We're rocking power level of 7 at the moment, because we are missing our armor. Because our armor has been put away into that workbench, so that way we're able to start crafting it into higher tier armor. And I parried twice. Okay. So health can slowly regenerate, but there's a combat on, or a cap on how much health you can regenerate in combat. There we go. And you can only recover 25% of your maximum life while in a fight. So outside of a fight, you have to use Blood Mend to help really increase your healing and help move that cap back. %creature blood? Yes, please. So with this 32% blood type, we get increased movement speed and also increased stun resistance rating. Which allows us all kinds of goodies. Let's go get our new armor. And we need some planks in order to get better weaponry. This sword's a noble weapon. I think it'll serve nicely. And there we go. Now have
Achievement for sure.
new armor, new weapon, and now we have access to V-Blood hunting. So these will give us all kinds of technology and powers. So the Alpha Wolf here will give us the wolf form power, which is really convenient for mobility. I do wish the tracking was slightly more convenient, because how it works is occasionally you will see this black-red trail flow to your character, giving you a general sense of direction as to where that enemy is. But it's not frequent enough to be wholly convenient, and not always informative enough to be helpful. Especially whenever you get very close, as we are now. If you look in the top left, it shows our tracking distance. It can get a little hard to really pinpoint where the enemy is without just, say, running into them. Ah, rip. Didn't get the parry. And now we just drink up, and we're good.
I feel stronger.
So now, with our first V villain defeated, we've unlocked the research
For
desk,
sure.
and we got a whole variety of materials. A lot of bone, and a lot of, what is it, rugged hide. Paper is a very valuable resource. If you can collect 50 paper, you can unlock a new tech for yourself. At least that's as I understand it, anyway. So now we need to build a research desk, planks. And the research desk has been unlocked.
Recognize my power.
Now that we have mirrors, I'm not entirely familiar with mirrors. Let's see here. Okay, so that's how we re-customize. So if we are like, okay, don't really like our crazy smiley bone face, we can change it out. Alright. Let's see about upgrading our tools. Better mace will allow us to gather higher level stone. We need copper for a smelter. Sometimes you can stumble into these little camps. They've got a chest over there at the back, which, if you can take them out, it's yours. Well, even if you don't take them out, you can still pop it open and loot it. And then you could run, but, you know, then you're not putting the mortals in their place, and all that good stuff, as every vampire should. So, let's see if there's any copper nearby. Stones. Enemies. More stone. And then this one has gems. Gems are not immediately relevant, but they will be very helpful later. Topaz, emerald, and gem dust. Nice. Ooh, 41%. Okay. I want you. Well, that high quality blood. It's that good stuff. Also want to try and track down Keely. I know she has another technology that we need in order to make major progress. Hey, and there's some of the copper that we needed. This is gonna get a little scary. Gets a little spicier to be in combat when you have a limited zone of influence that you can essentially play in without getting lit on fire anyway. Alrighty. Now the gate guards have been dealt with, but the problem now is rerun or returning player. New. One of my buddies picked this up for me in the Steam sale, and I played a little bit with him and then a little bit on my own, and now I'm trying to see how far I can get. If it tells you anything, I have never beat Quincy, but I know of Quincy. That gives you a rough gauge of how far I've made it into the game. Ooh, 91%. Okay. Jeez. Well, I don't have a good way to try and get you right now. I take it you're a more experienced player, Shanks? Cloud is moving.
No mercy.
No. I am not in the best condition to try and fight her at the moment. Alright. Not really. Just have been watching a lot of this game. Fair. Nothing wrong with that. Don't want to burn, if I can avoid it.
Trespassers. No mercy.
You guys want to fight inside this nice tent here? Ow. Okay. Teleported on me. Ouch. Bad hits. Should be able to handle her from here, maybe. Okay, there she is. Oof. I did not get around her like I needed to. First that I watched were speedruns. Fair. I haven't seen any speedruns for this game. That sounds interesting, though. I didn't even think of speedrunning these sort of survival type games. I always thought of them more, you know, just sort of PvP focused like Rust anyway is. But I could totally see speedruns of this game being done. Thank goodness she was willing to fight us inside the tent. Makes my life a lot easier.
Taste of knowledge.
Now I need more copper. That is sulfur. Throwing 3 minutes to Quincy. Wow, that's actually wild. 23 minutes to Quincy. Now I'm curious. I'll have to look that up after stream. Any copper around here? Yes. There we go. Alrighty. And back to base. More gems, yes please. Preferably without burning me to a crisp. Alright, and time. Much better. The speed of the run does need a bit of luck. I know that happens in a lot of runs for games. Yeah, I haven't seen beyond Act 1, so it'll definitely be exciting to see what all is out there. Put the spare blood away. Workbench. Can't make anything. Alrighty. And copper sword. They added a lot of bosses in the new patch. Oh, that's exciting. The it's Gloomrot, right? That's what it was. Came out a month or so ago, from what I heard. Yeah. Yeah. It'll take me a bit to get there, but if I can, that'd be awesome. The boss fights in this game are really cool. I'm a big fan of like Souls bosses, and some of these guys actually have some pretty like decently challenging mechanics to them to have to figure out. But they did take a year for the update. I mean, like I said, I'm not sure how big the dev team for this game is. I know I wouldn't expect it to be like a small team, but I wouldn't exactly expect it to be super massive either. I need 2 more blood roses to upgrade my ring. I'm sure I can find some of those around. Oops. Not the pit. Let's see here. I think they want updates to be more polished. Yeah, I definitely... The game actually does feel really well polished. But I can definitely understand, yeah, they'd want to make sure that all their updates are up to their own standard of quality. Let's see here. We got some more copper. There's even more. I need to build the tannery. That's what I need to get. So I can start changing some of these hides over into leather and get my tier 2 castle heart. And And there's a convenient source of mothers. Ouch. Oh, that one hurt. I ran out at just the wrong time. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the lead too. Yeah, I do like the game so far. Haven't sunk too many hours into it, you know, but I definitely want to play it more, you know. They added... That is a new job they added, mob. I'm afraid I got a little lost in conversation there. New mob they added. Gotcha. So spiders were not in the game before Gloomrot. Uh-oh. Wow, that guy just died. Okay. I do not want to tussle with that muscle. Yeah, the spider thing? Gotcha. The assassin as well. Okay. So they did like a whole big overhaul of like mobs and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Have they announced any sort of ideas for like future updates? They have ideas for, like plans for, I should say. I saw some more weapons in a data mine. Ooh. That sounds interesting. Alright, Keely's down. And we got access to a new spell. Hitting a chilled enemy freezes it for 4 seconds. So if we can get multiple ways to do this. Can I, if I was so inclined? Okay, no, you can't double up on the same skill. Fair enough. Necro, dagger, rapier, and longbow. Okay. I know they have crossbows. I messed around with those a little bit. And apparently there's guns you can get if you take out a certain V-Blood later down the line. Let's see here. Big stash. Woodworking bench, crossbow. Let's see about getting my gear level up a bit. Does my castle heart need 12 copper, 10 more leather? Okay, looks like I should have enough copper and leather, but wouldn't hurt to have more. The new one is pistols and greatsword. Okay. So that was what came out with Gloomhaven. That's cool. I definitely want to try and get my hands on a greatsword. I was always a big fan of like big weapons in Souls games. Big weapon, big damage, you know? Okay, so I can't counter grounded attacks. Fair enough. Seems my Streamlabs might be having a little trouble. Testing, testing. I'm not sure if the stream dropped there, but my Streamlabs chat kind of dropped out for a sec. Think we're okay? Let me know if we're not okay and if I need to like reboot or something real quick. It was one of the player requests. Players request. Hey, yeah, I respect it. Let's see here. So we've got that now. We got our leather, so now we can art level 2. Nice.
An achievement for sure.
Now I need to see about actually clearing space around here to start building a castle. And I need some of that spare blood essence.
I cannot build here.
Yeah, I definitely look forward to seeing what the devs have in store for the future of the game, because so far I've been really impressed with how things have been turning out. So I need stone bricks. Okay. I think I can get some of those by breaking these. I think I need to get a grinder though if I really want to get them. Let's see here. Can I make copper axes? I need another plank, and I need a lot of ingots. Okay, I'll just do upgraded axes for now. Wood is chugging away. Multi-level castles, also a player request. Was there only single-level castles before Gloomrot? Fair enough. Yeah, so... Dang, fair, yeah. Pretty much as long as I've been playing, there was the ability for multi-level castles, because I only just started playing recently. Yeah, it's cool to learn the history of the game. Let's see here. Let's do the armor. The only thing I'd really want to change in this game is... Obviously, tracking down to V-Blood is not, like, a major mechanic. You know, you just go to the spot and fight the guy. So I wish it was a little more concise. Like, the blood trail, as sporadic as it is, it feels like, you know, if you turn the wrong way, it's like, oh, is it coming from this direction now? Well, it's actually coming from this way on me. So... The only thing I'd change would be like making the blood trails a little more easy to interpret, I guess. Not entirely sure what that would entail without just making it like a line, but the game's much more about the fighting of the bosses.
Intruder, huh? Guess I have to handle this myself.
Let's see here. Think they have it vague to encourage more exploration and discovery? Yeah, that's fair. I can definitely see that. I am running out of usable darkness. looking at it from the point of view of like exploration, I can understand the vagueness now. I guess I was coming at it from more of a I am here to kill a boss perspective. Oh, where did the boss go? Okay, he was just out of line of sight.
Start running. I'm gonna call you Target.
Some of the inconvenience are more PvP intended. Fair. I know PvP is a big part. Also, ouch. Get this guy.
Start running. I'm gonna call you Target. Start running. What in hell are you?
Am I gonna burn for this? I'm not gonna burn. And I cannot be shot. Okay, so I'm invulnerable while doing this. Some of the ingredients are more PvP intended, because you can change a lot of settings if you host your own game. Fair. Yeah, I know I'm currently just on a solo world, but I guess how much experience would you recommend I accumulate before I go flinging myself into PvP? You know, should I be hesitant to jump in there, or should I just go and do it? Let's see here. This way. Nice. Hey, it's Alpha Wolf again. Now it's just burning. Yeah, PvP in this game does sound kind of interesting. I'm sure it can be absolutely crazy if you get enough players involved. Spells just flying all over the place. You should at least know more of the prerequisite of how to progress fast, I think, before going in. Yeah, I think that's fair. So, focus on remembering how to advance at a decent pace, so I don't get completely out-teched by everybody else. Yeah, that's fair. Alrighty, and it's up. Good stuff. It's cool how certain mobs leave you alone in certain forms. Like the wolves just choose not to mess with you if you are a wolf, you know? I like that. Ouch, that sharpshooter hurts. You're actually decent. Blood. Ah, no, I just killed the good blood. There... Oh, one second. There's teaching how to deal with other players. You have to experience that for yourself. Yeah. Yeah. In terms of actually fighting other people,
There is no
yeah,
space
that's
in
gonna
my
be all on
inventory.
me to have to learn. Don't need the rat. Have a good life, rat. Yeah, I did see a little bit of gameplay of like castle sieges, and oh man, those look crazy. Where you've got like people coming at you with golems and stuff, you know? Let's see here. Can I avoid aggroing you at all? Okay. Well, now I'm just in a bad spot. Okay. Let's just push through these people then. Yeah, they are crazy. Yeah, I want to try and get into it at some point, but I also don't want to get absolutely trounced.
There is no space in my inventory.
Crude miststone. Okay, so it's another gym type. Let's see here. Swap that out.
I must make room if I want to carry it.
Reinforced bone spear. Don't mind if I do. That's just exhilarating at the start with many people going after the same thing. It's chaos.
Trouble in my
So can you
camp,
get raided by like
not
multiple
for
people at
long.
once? Or is it only just like... Wee. Sorry.
I've got the tool for the job.
Alright.
You can't stop me! Hammer you out! I've got the tool for the job! Gonna hammer you out! Hammer built for the job.
No, I don't want the rat. I'd like to... This guy is quite the armorer. His armor makes people invincible. Depends on the clan size setting. Gotcha.
Gonna hammer you out.
So I guess what I was asking was, like, could multiple clans raid you at once, if they were so inclined? Or can there only be, like, one clan raiding you at a time? Changing clan size setting, maybe duos or quads, or just free for all. Yes, you can get raided by multiple at once. That's spooky.
You out. You can't stop me. Hammer you out. Hammer you out.
Ouch. There we go. And we got him.
How did I go down that easily?
Yeah, that sounds crazy if you had, like, multiple clans with multiple golems all coming after you. Oh, man. Let's see here. I don't need sawdust. And frankly, I don't need that. Let's see here. Unsullied heart.
I must make room if I want to carry that.
Don't need seeds for now. I'm sure they'll be useful later, but... Let's see here. Crushing prism.
My bags are
Transfusing river. Transfusing river. Shadowbolt. Nox Backmore. Okay. The host can have a schedule for when it's okay to raid. Gotcha, so you're not under constant threat of being raided. Well, potentially you are, but... Chaos Volley knocks targets back. I don't even have Chaos Volley, but that sounds cool. Yeah, the jewels are spell modifiers. Yeah, one of my buddy was telling me about them a little bit. Let's see here. Okay, so just put it on. Okay, so I don't have to make as much room as I thought. I'll take the dust with me, just in case it's useful. They go up to tier 3. Gotcha, so I've just got little tier 1 gems at the moment, most likely.
There is no space in my inventory.
Alrighty. So, let's see here. Can I build a grinder? Is that a building I just have access to yet? Smelter. Okay, so I do have access to a grinder. I just need to get some copper ingots, and then I'll be good. Got some copper ore on me, so I am allowed to gather more copper still. That said, I also want to get back to base before I start burning, preferably. Okay, so it's just down this way. They drop it first, and then you can craft them to get rerolls to the modification. Okay. That sounds interesting. Am I near this dude or something? Far away. Okay, so no, I'm not near that dude. I'm sure there's somebody here that wants to fight me. It looks like there's a lot of somebodies here that want to fight me, but let's also go ahead and see about getting out of here before I get trounced. Spooky. Oh, that must have been like a corpse pile or something, maybe? Sort of burying, and I got worried. Okay, so I need to go. Oh, boy. Hello, Treant. I would not like to tussle with the muscle. No, thank you. Yeah, I had no idea that you could, like, craft the gems. I knew that they dropped. I knew that they did something, but I wasn't all that familiar with them. Let's see here. Okay, and I do need to head across the river. That's more in the end game. Fair. It feels like it'll take a while to get to the end game. Then again, I think part of that's just because I'm not, I don't know how to progress quickly to it. Let's see here. Okay, well, I'm about to be in combat. Uh-oh. Ouch. Okay, spear actually feels really good to fight
There is no
with.
space in my inventory.
Let's see here. Drop the dust. Let's go ahead and sort a little. Copper is the big resource that I'm hurting for at the moment, so prioritize the copper. And yeah,
I must make room if I want to carry that.
I'll be fine without a little bit of that dust. Should be okay. Or blood essence. Alrighty. And home's this way. The gathering and refining will start to feel grindy towards the end. Fair. It's one of those things where it just has to get done constantly, I'm sure. Alright, not allowed to jump up there. Fair enough. That said, there's a nice bit of copper around here, so I'll need to... Can I make markings on my map? Hey. Nice. Okay, so it's not like, say, a Zomboid map where you can annotate it to your heart's content. But I can mark a couple spots. Or at least a spot there. Ouch.
Room if I want to carry that.
That's why if you're playing PvE or solo, better bump on those settings. Fair. I may need to see about putting a bump on those then. For the sake of saving a little time down the line. Uh-oh. My Mist Brazier is not misting. It's out of bones. Bones, 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 bones. Whew. Okay, we're safe. Compulsively count. Compulsively count. Nice. So for the grinder, I just need more copper ingots. Let's see here. Also, no teleporting with certain mats. Good for PvP, annoying in PvE. Hmm. Yeah, I know I couldn't teleport when I had, I think it was like gemstones on me, because they were flagged by the teleporter at one point. You can turn that off if PvE is your focus. Well, as this is sort of a solo learning world, I don't have anyone to PvP against. So I should probably see about tweaking that if and when I am able. Now I've got Merciless Night Stalker stuff. Okay. Alright, so that's all down here, and that's all leather related. Okay. Oh, let's see here. So I need a Night Stalker vest. I can also do the gloves. Need copper ingots. Need 8 for that in particular. Jeez. For the time being, let's go ahead and throw it in a grinder and put some rock into it. There we go. Alright, so I've got the one thing smelting. And I already have the Night Stalker vest, so I don't think I can actually make use of this book. Let's see here. Unlock a new technology. So, do I just need to throw this book away because it's just taking up space, or... For those that play for the castle building aspect, do the creative mode and adjust a ton of settings to remove restrictions. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not entirely here for the castles, though the castles are cool, don't get me wrong. Let's see about tracking down this other V-Blood. Copy of books that you put... Copies of books you can put in the Devour to get mats. Okay, so it would just like break it down into paper for me, basically. Yes. Alright. Cool, cool. So there is a reason to still gather books I already have. Where's this guy at? rifles. Alright, the guy is close now. Looks like he's up in that little highlighted zone on the compass, maybe? Or somewhere around there anyway. Gorespine the Ravager. What a title. What a name. So this is actually a really good spot for copper. Okay, so he's on the other side of the chasm there. Yeah, the castle design seems really cool and all, but I feel like if I was to try and build some sort of super, you know, put a lot of time, I guess, into designing a castle, I'd want it to be rated. You know, I'd want to challenge people to see if they can break their way into my thing.
One little taste of pork. Come and get it!
Ouch, I'm in a bad spot. Okay. You beat Dark Souls 3 yesterday? Yes. I managed to finish up the base game of Dark Souls 3, and I beat the Soul of Cinder last night. Inside the cemetery is not the ideal place to deal with Gorespine? I can tell. But yeah, I do have a VOD available for the last bit of the stream of Vermeer. And it is also uploaded onto the VOD's YouTube channel, so it'd be sort of near the end. Yeah, I managed to finish it out. So now I need to see about doing some research. I was looking into a challenge run for another game that I like to play. I was thinking of doing one maybe for Neo 2, but also I'm looking at the possibility of going after the DLC bosses. I'm just not sure how I'm going to deal with Sister Fried, honestly. Sister Fried, and I had to throw away my +8 Exile Curved Greatsword because I used it on Soul of Cinder. Trying to get my friend Dark Souls, but he doesn't like fantasy games, and it's too hard, and it takes too much time. He also somehow doesn't like sword fighting games. Well, I guess the only recommendation I can really give there is people will like things even less if they feel like they are forced to participate. So it would be better to try and find things that would entice him. Like if he's really into, say, sort of the magic fantasy, you know, like wizard type stuff, you know, tell him about, you know, the spell casting system and all that kind of stuff, maybe. As opposed to trying to appeal to the sword fighting. Yeah, but he only tried it 5 minutes and he gave up instantly. Some people are just going to be like that, unfortunately. They don't want to give it an honest try. He likes fantasy and everything but games, so I call it BS. Skull got other friend. That's always good. Yeah. Being able to game with buddies is awesome. Let's see here. Where did she go? There she is.
Think on your feet. Think on your feet. Think on your feet.
Okay, and back off a little.
Think on your feet.
That one hurt. Ouch. Whew. Okay. I was not expecting to fight this boss, but we got her. Now we'll see about trying to deal with Gorswine.
I feel stronger.
Well, Shanks, you mentioned putting the book into the Devourer, so... By the way, do you have roommates? And in that case, how's it having those? I do have roommates, yes, and it is... they're pretty alright. It's an experience, to be sure. I would say it's nice to have people to, you know, just chat with. Just, you know, you walk into a room and there's just people, you know? Let's see here, 27%, 1%. Okay, I want to feed on that 27. It certainly prevents things from getting dull around the house. But one thing I recommend is do not make roommates with your friends. Because it's great, you know, like you'll have your buddies and, you know, that's awesome. But you will also realize that some of your buddies, like, you will realize their habits, and some of their habits will be annoying. It's just kind of inevitable part of it. Man, it can be a lot of fun though. Ow, big hit there. You'll hate them forever, yeah? Not forever, but it's one of those things where there are some friends who just, like, don't do the dishes, and so, not to rag on my roommates, but, you know, you go by the sink and there'll be just plates and bowls just piled up, and it's like, well, somebody's got to do these, you know? Also, Gorswine, would you like to, like, leave the graveyard, my guy? I can't take these parry acts. Okay. That'd be me. Yep. There's always one person. Let's see here. Okay, so I don't have Chaos Volley. I thought I did. Did I get... Okay, now I have Chaos Volley. So now I should be able to... Is it because I don't have the skill equipped? Or because I was just in an inventory? There we go. Alrighty. Well, Gorswine there doesn't look like he's planning to move, which is a little annoying, because those necromancers have proven themselves to be quite the problem. Maybe I can grab one of them from a distance, though. Okay, no, he still noticed. Okay. Fair enough. I got hit and slowed. Spooky. Ouch. Also, thank goodness the dodge grants phasing. I would be so doomed if the dodge did not grant phasing. Alright, there's another necromancer down. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Let me out. Oh, I'm so dead. Oof. Alright. Yeah, so Gorswine doesn't seem like he wants to move. Maybe he just sits there till a certain time of day or something. Alright, do I have anywhere closer? Not really? Okay. I need to find a way gate over there. Now I'm running back all over it again to get my stuff. Maybe he roams around at night or something. Let's see here. But yeah, so as the advice, I guess, would go, be friends with your roommates, but don't be roommates with your friends. That's the easiest way to put it, I guess. Hey, even Alpha Wolf just like ignores me if I'm a wolf. That's cool. Let's see here. So, I did manage to kill one of the necromancers. I know mobs respawn eventually. I already know that I get pissed off at my friends if I lived with them. Yeah, it can definitely be that way. So I guess what has you asking? Are you thinking about getting like an apartment somewhere, going off to college or something? Planning to acquire roommates here soon, or were you just curious? Hey, there we go. So he does wander at night. Ouch. I want to move out in 2 years, and in Sweden, where I live, roommates aren't too common, so I don't really have anyone else to ask. Gotcha. having roommates, I'd say it's definitely good to experience. Just having the practice of getting used to having to deal with other people diplomatically. Also, more necromancers. Yikes. Okay, I'm just gonna go grab my stuff before I leave another corpse behind. I'm gonna see if I can disengage from the fight and have the necros back off, maybe. Alright, come here. Take all my stuff. And run for my life. Well, my unlife anyway. Apartments are getting really expensive over here, so I'm guessing roommates will be normalized soon. Yeah, that's pretty much why we have roommates over here in the States is, yeah, it can get, the price of rent can get really up there these days. Even for just like small places. I misclicked that. Oops. Oh well.
My bags are filled. I must make room if I want to carry that.
Alright, let's see here. Where's Goreswine? There's Goreswine.
Come get a taste of these.
And there's a undead assassin to help him out now. Jeez. I can't catch a break with these enemies. Luckily, they don't seem to be... Those ones, anyway. Okay, those are thugs. Those aren't undead soldiers. Nice. Ouch, ouch. Alright, let's have the Alpha Wolf help me out here a little bit. Ouch. My bones. Okay. I am about to die. Let's go ahead and disengage, let them fight, all that good stuff. Let's try and stay alive here. Not wolf form, I want a blood mend. There we go. And I am still counted as in combat, so my health cap is still in place. Okay. Well, now I'm still in combat. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, definitely if cost of living is a concern, I would say having roommates is worthwhile. Sorry that I went quiet there for a bit. I am,
I must
Wheesh.
make room if I want to carry that.
barely holding on. Drop that real quick. Yeah, you'll meet a lot of interesting people when you start getting roommates, because everyone's from different places, it feels like, you know? Hello, Mr. Bear. I would not like to mess with you.
Ah, want a little taste of pork? Come and get it.
Wrong move. Whew. Okay. Didn't get punished too hard, luckily. Both fun and annoying. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of experiences in life. You know, it's got its ups, it's got its downs. Okay, he's untargetable. Scary. Sweden's small, not like the US, where people are completely different and different climates in different states. Even so, you know, it may seem insignificant, but even just being like a town away can really, I feel like, change how some people experience things. At least here in the States, anyway.
Drink it in! The chaos!
Don't explode. You can tell what tense someone's from by the way they speak, and now accents are fading away, which is kind of sad. Yeah, I think part of that just kind of happens with how available communication is these days. The fact that, well, for example, someone from Sweden can talk to somebody in the United States, for example, even if, you know, the example I'd be saying is more voice chat, but you get what I mean. You know, the fact that people can reach out all the way across the world, it can lead to a little bit of sameness. Yeah.
New knowledge acquired. There is no space in my inventory.
All right, Goreswine is down. Cool. Let's see here. I can't even track the higher level V-Bloods yet. So now I need to complete a castle room. That's been my objective. Alright. Well, hopefully my stone grinder has made a lot of bricks. So I need to get geared up slightly more. Gear up, build castle. So I need better weapons. So I need copper weaponry. I've got copper ore on me. I just got to get it smelted, and then I'll be happy. Alrighty. 72 bricks. I need a lot more than 72 bricks, unfortunately. Alright, well, I'm going to do a little gathering, since I am out of stuff. Let's see here. Hides go up here.
There is no space in my inventory.
Plant fiber goes in here. No, then. So Vimmer, I know you're a big fan of, well, at least apparently a big fan of Souls games. Are there any other genres that you're really big into, aside from the sort of Soulsian, Souls-like genre? Kind of like most video games, not sports or cars though. Hey, man after my own heart. That is, yeah. Like, I'll play Mario Kart with friends or roommates, but that's about it. Historical, futuristic, or fantasy usually. Fair. Yeah. I'm a pretty big sucker for medieval fantasy. In case it wasn't obvious by me playing Dark Souls and now me playing a game where I'm building a castle. Yeah, fantasy games are definitely a long-standing passion of mine, to be sure. Kind of new to story or solo video games. It's exciting to try all the popular and cool games. So when you say solo games, do you mean that you typically just like play multiplayer games, or I guess, yeah, that's... Sorry, I had a brain fart. Yeah. In terms of like other games, sorry, I'm distracted. Parents are very strict, so I was not allowed to play anything PEGI 16 until I was 15, and not PEGI 18 until I turned 16. Multiplayer and competitive. Fair. Competitive games are fun. So I guess if you like competitive games but not sports games, would that be like fighting games then? Maybe not very strict, but stricter than the norm, I guess. No, I get where you're coming from. Fighting games and FPS games, although I'm horrendous at both. I share in your plight in terms of first-person shooters. I am not the guy you want on your team in a first-person shooter game. My buddies tried dragging me around to play Titanfall, and I played that with them for a bit, and I could maybe land a couple shots, but that's about it. Big fan of Mortal Kombat and Tekken. I haven't been keeping up with Mortal Kombat. I played a little bit of MK10, and I still need to pick up MK11 at some point, but the fighting game that's got my attention at the moment is Guilty Gear. I've been playing a lot of Guilty Gear Strive. I actually did a stream of it earlier today. Trying to just warm back up on that game because I haven't played in a while. Playing shooter story games that don't have lock-on or aim assist is so annoying on controller, in my opinion. Haven't played that. So Guilty Gear it's an anime fighter, but it's not like, well, I want to say that it's not like egregious anime fighter outfits, but there's Baiken, and Baiken kind of fits that role. But yeah, it's a fun game. I got absolutely thrashed playing it because I haven't played it in a couple months because I just kind of took a break from it. And I'm definitely feeling that I fell behind the skill curve a little bit. It's not like Naruto Storm, I guess. I haven't actually played Naruto Storm, so I can't say there. The only other anime fighter I've played is Dragon Ball Fighter Z, because one of my buddies convinced me to pick it up. Coming back from breaks is always really humbling. Yeah, it'll, yeah. Humbling is definitely the way to put it. An arena shonen fighter. I respect him. Hey, how's it going, Killer Man? Nah, that doesn't piss me off. I'm personally not invested in Dragon Ball Z. Like, I watched it, you know, when it was like a Saturday morning cartoon. But, I was more there for just like the fighting game mechanics, because one of my buddies was like, oh yeah, you're looking to get into fighting games, this is a good start, you know, a good starting point. And so I ended up picking it up, but I know who most, not all, but I know who most of the characters are in the game, but I'm not like some DBZ super fan. As heretical as that might be to say in some circles. Making my way towards Katsui currently. Bullied, Ryomen, Sakuna, first try. I'm trying to remember Katsui. There's JJK. I'm not familiar with that acronym off the top of my head, Vimmer. Katsui is the curse guy now? Jujutsu Kaisen. Full disclosure, this may be heretical to say even in this circle, but I have not watched Jujutsu Kaisen yet. My sister's been trying to get me into it, and I have not let myself be convinced just yet. She got me to watch My Hero Academia, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna go back to gaming for a bit. And she's like, no, we gotta watch Jujutsu Kaisen, and what is it? Denman Mountain or something like that? Just something about a necromancer. But yeah, my sister's the big anime fanatic. It's good, I like it. I may have to check it out then. I've been getting glowing recommendations from multiple sources now. Alright, let's see if I can finish out getting a castle room built for this quest. If I was in build mode. see here. I go to a movies class, and most people prefer regular movies over anime, and 2 of 4 and my friend only watched isekai, so it's fine. But at least they don't bring up how anime is shit every time I watch it. Yeah, I've been lucky that I haven't had to deal with people who abhor my hobbies, because I know it can definitely be really annoying whenever you're like, oh hey, here is the thing I am passionate about, and they just, yeah, they try and like roast you for it. Let's see here. I need more stone for the grinder. I've got a lot of trees, though, not a lot of rock. Does this count as rock? Hey, it does. Okay. And I just realized that is an old, crumbled castle heart that I just destroyed.
My blood reserves run low.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I am about to starve to death. I didn't even notice. I need to go take a sip from somebody. Uh-oh. I wasn't paying attention. This is why I'm bad at survival games, is I have a little bit of a habit of perhaps not tending to my character's needs as well as one should. To be honest, I don't get jack shit in this game, which is why I'm talking about random shit instead. You're all good, man. Basically, vampires had a war against humans. Humans found God, and that made it a little unfair for vampires. So vampires went into hiding for a couple hundred years, and now they're back and trying to stake their claim to retake the world. But you have to start from nothing, and in some versions of the game there is PvP. You can either join PvE servers or PvP servers, and I'm currently just on a solo run. So gather resources, put them in refiners. Sounds very random? Yeah, kinda. It's standard, you know, sort of vampire fare, where it's, you know, we could dominate, but we're too busy infighting to go rule the world. Let's see here. Grab some of these. Let's go ahead and keep the dust in there, just that way I don't have to keep it in my inventory. And I need more bricks. Can I make a second grinder to speed things up? Copper ingots, need a whetstone. Okay. Ingots. How can I make a whetstone? Probably at the smelter. Let's see here. So I can get this plus the stone dust, and boom. Yeah. There's a whole variety of systems in this game that I don't quite understand, but in terms of the main gameplay in PvE, the goal is to progress along through a tech tree and kill bosses. And then in PvP, the objective is to survive and have a castle that prevents you from getting dunked on by the other players as hard. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get a copper spear, make that merciless Night Stalker vest, and then I need more stuff. Okay, fair enough. Alrighty, now then. Grinder. I need planks. Actually sounds kind of fun. Yeah, it's a good time. I'm currently just on a solo world at the moment to try and learn the game systems before I go and jump into PvP, because the PvP, pretty much whenever you die, you drop your inventory's worth of items. So if you are killed by another player, they can take your inventory's worth of items and run off with it. So I want to try and figure out how to get myself situated before I go and get myself slapped around. Yeah, oof. Oof is, yeah, that's the feeling. So I'm doing some practice, so that way I can just know how to get myself set up. I actually really dislike games like that. For me, it's a mixed bag. If I have my entire life savings on my person, then yeah, it sucks to get taken out. But I know, like in the case of this game, you don't lose your weapons, you don't lose your armor on death unless it's like set for it. So pretty much you can just go and fight people. Dropping XP is fine, but all your shit is so annoying. Yeah, I can definitely see it. Luckily, that's why you have the ability to build a castle. So that way, if you're, say, out mining and you get caught by somebody and forced into PvP, all you'd be losing is just stuff from that mining run, you know? Let's see here. So a workbench, better spear, better chest piece. Hey, looking kind of stylish now. Nice. Ooh, and I've got access to a Q skill. Nice. Bam. You're able to tweak the rule set of the game, so... let's see here. Speaking of losing like 5 levels worth of XP, I couldn't get past that run yet. I'm going to try baiting the dogs out and run past them. Fair. Yeah. Bait them out and then should be able to get by. Let's see here. Bricks. More bricks. And more walls. Alrighty, so I need to build another sawmill at this point. So, grab some wood, production, crafting, no, refinement. Need some regular stone. Strength build versus fast short moms is so hard and annoying, but hey, I fuck up bosses, so it's cool. Exactly. Yep. That's how it goes. Blocked by unit. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and put that stone back in. Take some of the logs out of here. Throw them into here. I guess with this game being PvE, as I'm currently the only player here, because it's just like a private lobby at the moment. It's pretty chill. Gather gear, and then I'm gonna try and see about killing some more bosses. And try not to get roasted to death by the sun. That would be my least favorite thing to do. I just need one more castle wall. What am I missing? Both resources, playing sandstone bricks. Fair enough. Alright, one more plank. Come on now. There we go. And I can finish my little castle room here. Nice.
There's another accomplishment.
Construct and interact with a waygate. Okay. Teleporters. So with 20 gem dust, some stone bricks, and some blood essence, I can get that set up. Okay. Well, how much gem dust do I have? I've got 8. Actually, does it take into account? Okay, so it only takes into account what I have on my inventory. So I need one more brick, which I'm going to get. I've got the grave dust. I take some blood essence out of the castle heart. And let's see here. Go ahead and take out like topaz, a couple emeralds. Throw those into a grinder maybe. Topaz, a couple emeralds. So any single gem can become gem dust. Looks like it's a 1-to-4 ratio, or at least for emeralds it is. Okay, crude gems yield 4, regular 16, flawless 64. Okay. So this is 12 here, plus my 8 takes me up to the 20 I need. So I should be all good. In theory. There we go. And put the stone back into it. Alright. Hey, let's go. I can build a teleporter if I had the space. Vampires being hurt from the sun isn't from folklore, it's from movies made later in time. Interesting. So, I know there was vampires before Bram Stoker, but I know Bram Stoker's Dracula definitely gave us the sort of modern interpretation. I guess, I know in folklore there was a whole variety of things you could do to counter vampires that actually made them almost comically impotent, I would dare say. Like, I remember one, I forget what region the idea is from, but it was, if you are afraid of a vampire showing up at your doorstep and trying to get into your house, what you would do is you would spill a bag of rice out in front of your door, because apparently vampires have OCD, and so it would force, the vampire would see the spilled rice and be compelled to spend the entire night picking up the rice grain by grain and putting it back into the sack. And by the time they would finish, the sun would rise and they would be forced to go back into hiding. The Ball of the Destroyer, made in 1801, was the first mention of vampires in fiction material. Interesting. That's a while ago. 1801. Unable to teleport while carrying certain items. Yay. Let's see here. So now I want to build a stone coffin. Okay. Dominance? Dominance. I need grave dust and stone bricks. Saw it on TikTok and then Googled it and it apparently checks out. Fair enough. Let's see here. Yeah, that's cool. Never share shit on TikTok without Googling it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, to be sure. Bones. How much grave dust do I need for my new coffin? I need 3. Okay. And take a quick moment to pat my cat. Hi, Cece. How are you? She's a pretty good cat most of the time. A little crazy at certain times of day, namely 3 a.m. But she's pretty alright. Ready. Now I can build a stone coffin. It's like a regular coffin, but takes up a lot more space. Nice. And well, I've got myself a fancy forever box now.
A pleasing slumber.
Let's see here. So now I need to make a servant coffin. So I need copper ingots, planks, and greater blood essence. So I need a blood press, for which I need planks. Awesome. Build a blood press. And let's see here. I need 4 unsullied hearts to make a greater blood essence. Okay. Well, it seems I gotta go gather some hearts. Let's see here. Harold the Stonebreaker, I think he's somewhere around... What is it? I think it's around here, maybe. It's about 300 meters. Apparently my boots are almost broken. Oh yeah, 93 durability. Jeez. You'd think I died in them a few times or something. I don't have any hides on me to fix them with. I could double back and take out the Alpha Wolf real quick. That'd probably get me some. Is this a... Okay, so this is a plot up here. Oh, forest dwelling. I do need the copper. it is time to do vampire things. Go on a rampage, all that good stuff. Nice. Nice. Alrighty. So, in theory, the Stonebreaker shouldn't be too much of an issue. And also, this place should have a nice supply of copper ore. Nice.
I'll handle you myself.
Let's go.
Let's hear that crunch!
Ouch. There we go.
Think I broke something?
And extract V-Blood. I'm not entirely sure what the lore of V-Blood is, if it's like vampire blood, if that's what it's supposed to mean. Like, this person has some sort of vampiric blood quality to them. All I know is kill bosses, unlock new stuff. So now I can make big stashes, which holds more items for me, pretty much. Let's see. Let's try out Chaos Volley. Okay. And I'm out of inventory space. Don't need my old gloves. Give it all to the copper. That said, I'm thinking I may also go ahead and wrap up, at least on this game, for a bit. Because while I do enjoy it, it's also
My bags are
gotten a bit to the grindy part, which is not exactly the most interesting for people. Myself included. So, we'll see about swapping off. I definitely need to tweak some of the settings to help reduce the grind a bit in solo. If I was on multiplayer, then it'd probably be fine because I could have like teammates help out. What's my favorite game? Oh, jumping straight to the hard questions, Vimmer. Jeez. The game that I've been playing an absolute ton of has been Final Fantasy XIV. I picked it up a little bit into me starting college, and I've just kind of been obsessed ever since. I streamed just like doing some weeklies in it like once or twice, but
Make it interesting this time.
sorry, I got distracted by in-game audio and running for my life. But speaking of running for my life, yeah, I streamed doing weeklies in it, but I've been taking a bit of a break from the game because I kind of burned myself out on it. Because I've put a couple thousand hours into Final Fantasy XIV, and I did like 1,000 hours of that over the course of like 8 months or so. Probably a little bit longer, more like over a 10-month period, but I put in a lot of playtime, and so I've been taking a bit of a step back to not just fall back into that addiction. I don't know which one I played, but it was remastered. Gotcha. That'd probably be... I know FF7 recently had a remaster. Final Fantasy VII. I know it was pretty popular with its remaster, actually. Alright, let's go and get the copper in there. Stone in here. There we go. Grinders are all running. All that good stuff. Never finished it. I liked it. Just didn't play it for a while and forgot the combat system and shit, so I might pick it up someday. Yeah, that's totally fair. Let's see here. Yeah. Here, I'm going to swap to my Be Right Back, and I'm going to go ahead and swap games to something a little more visually interesting. That said, I'm still here. I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm just swapping over to another game. Same guy who refuses to play Dark Souls made me play some Mafia game. So far, the entire game was driving and very annoying shooting, which is impossible to aim with. Oh. Do you know what game it was? Was it like GTA, or was it actually like the Mafia games? And let's see here. Why is this game not wanting to boot up for me? Play official realm. There we go. Main character is called okay. It's just called Mafia. All right. Yeah, I haven't actually played that series myself. Probably for the same reason that you hadn't played the series, just that it's not the most, interesting for us. Alright, looking for a game to capture. Come on. You can find it. There we go. Alrighty. For the uninitiated, welcome to Total War. Or not Total War, sorry. Welcome to Warhammer Vermintide 2.
Blessed Sigma, The world drowns in corruption. Your empire is aflame with heresy. The faithful perish, and the wicked multiply. Blessed Sigmar, lend me your strength. Grant me the will to purge the corrupt, to smite the heretic, to bring hope when hope is lost. By the comet and the hammer, I pledge to the coming battle. I vow not to waver and never retreat. To stand tall against the flames of perdition. To drive back the shadow of chaos with your holy light.
Finished praying, have you?
Where is your patience, Master Dwarf? Have I ever let you down? Victory favors the faithful. Let us teach them fear. For Sigmar and the Empire!
Sorry for falling quiet. That trailer's just really cool. Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? I'm inspired to play some Warrior Priest. Let's do it. Flail, hammer.
Evening? Got some mischief planned, have we?
Let's see here. So this game will actually allow you guys in chat to choose how the flow of the game goes a little bit. In that it will present a variety of options, and you'll be able to vote with hashtag A, B, C, you know, whatever letters are available. And I just kind of have to deal with whatever you choose to vote for. So you can vote to give me a healing item, or you can vote to throw a boss at me. So we'll see how this goes.
To create a distraction by ringing the bells at the Temple of Sigmar. This is indeed a glorious and holy mission, for such sweet chimes will surely revive the fighting spirit of embattled Helmgart. Yes, I have a good feeling about this day. A change of fortunes is on the wind.
Alright, here we go. And the result usually tends to be the latter.
I'm glad to pitch in. I don't fancy this tromp across the wall, though. Might get a bit blowy.
We'll get the job done, Dory. By my beard, we will.
Take your time killing it, why don't you?
But yeah, so the game plays similarly to Left 4 Dead, but it's medieval fantasy as opposed to just zombies. For those who are not familiar with Warhammer lore, there is we are in the end of days for humanity, basically. And so the Skaven have managed to rally and are working with demon worshippers to try and bring about the end of the world. Alright, so here you'll be able to vote. You can either vote for Pestilence Hymn or Gunline, and that'll cause enemies corresponding to the event to spawn and come after me. So, hashtag A or hashtag B, it's up to you guys. So much driving, the driving feels super shitty. Yeah, it definitely can be like that with some games. I've not played Mafia, but I've never really been inclined to. Alright, and we got Pestilence Hymn incoming. Oh boy. Alright, there's the Belvedere. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Help the dwarf. Help the dwarf. And there's the plague monks. Okay.
Keep killing like this and I'm gonna lose my bet.
Alright, Guns A-Blazing, which is infinite ammo, or Boon of Concentration, faster career skill. Up to you, chat. Alright, and we got another horde of Skaven slaves coming from behind. Guns blazing, unlimited ammo. Fortunately for me, I am playing a double melee character. So I've got my hammer to bonk people and my flail to bonk people. Brilliant, we need that tome. Alright, Kruber's got the tome.
For bleak deeds.
Chaos Warrior. Alright, this will be alright. Hold Your Breath or Renaud's Sparking Gift. Up to you, chat.
Scum! I will see you all dead! Here they come! We call a fire rat! Stop getting caught!
Uh-oh. Speaking of which. Renaud's Sparking Gift. Trickster God has blessed your party. Occasionally you explode. Ouch.
No more soul bringing Lightstormer! End his chance! Not a wing, was it? Kill the sorcerer! Plague Wolfman! Some on the right. Sigma! We cannot fight the
Where's the
storm!
storm?
Kill its creator!
There we are.
Sigma!
And lifting platform, and we're up.
Did we use that lifting?
One last gasp from the sorcerer.
And we're up.
Best shot. Go on, hit me harder.
Alright, Boon of Speed. We're going fast. I don't know.
Come now, it's a Norway.
Hey, Killer Man, you remember when I got Boon of Speed when we were doing, what was it, Twitch integration on Chaos Wastes? And I was able to go like Turbo Carillion.
The backstabber is slain.
Casually rip Absturn himself apart. Hey, Blessing of Regeneration. That'll help out my bots at least. I'm doing pretty alright.
Here, the stand. Don't want to get separated.
Alright. There's that Plague Monk. Now then, time to make it a little harder on myself. I'm going to see about picking up the Grimoire. I guess it won't be harder on me, but it'll be harder on my bots.
I hear a storm, sorcerer.
Plague worshipper.
Doesn't look like Curling got hit. Alright, treasure hunt or gun line? Chat, what's it gonna be? You got the spots.
Come on, this way.
Hashtag A or hashtag B?
The vortex. Strike him down. That sorcerer, he's warping the winds.
If I stop voting for a bit, trying to get to the Mystic Arts split staff for Neo 2, fair.
Where's that gas rat? Keep back! Backstabbers moving in. Look out! Left wing gun!
I got shoved down. Okay. Rip. Sack rats everywhere. Sounds like they're upstairs, maybe? Can't believe I got knocked off by a rattling gun there. Oh man.
Up the stairs! Booter's dead. Check the sack.
Anything good? Hey, loot die. Don't mind if I do. Healing drop. Don't need. Alright, and it's an ambush.
It's an ambush!
Alright, we got Release the Slaves or Chasing Spirits.
Your ancestors must have fought alongside Satan. My ancestors fought alongside everyone with a peace and with each other. It's hard in the mountains.
Nice hard everywhere, Cardiff.
Uh-oh, Chasing Spirits. Uh-oh, yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, stop killing. I don't want to kill them all. Alright, so with Chasing Spirits, dead enemies now spawn those little orbs. Oh, there's a Storm Fiend. Uh-oh.
You stink stronger than you try. There's more room here. Hey, here's
Killed the storm fiend, Mayfly.
help to all and confusion to our foe.
Oh, wow. Hello, Sackrats. What are you all doing here now? Don't mind if I do. I'll go to bed. Good night. See you next stream. Alright, have a good one, Vermeer. Thank you for stopping by.
Shielded rats, take heed.
Weapons ablaze. Alright, so it's like bonus damage?
Yes, have a good look. I'm sure you've nothing better to do.
That potion shall serve.
Got a bomb. Alright. And let's see here. Okay, Barton's got the tome. Healing Drought for a party member. Doesn't really matter too much.
We have come too far to be thwarted by timber. We must break through. That cannon work. Just need to turn that crane a wee bit. Backstabber! Fire rat!
It's preparing to fire.
The rat perishes, and the mechanism ceases.
Alright. Whee.
Escalating shadow.
Alright, Kruber's got the Healing Drought. Nice.
Sneak rat! That assassin will trouble us no longer.
Not bad for a fellow with One-Eye.
Sigmar guides my strikes, Master.
Wish he'd guide mine. Or better yet, there'd be a nice full flagon of ale.
All right, Berserker Band or release the slaves. What are we feeling, chat?
Don't move hard, Dory.
Hello, Blackford Patrol. Hello, Berserker Band.
Don't even know how to parry One-Eye.
Okay. Bonk.
It's up here.
All right, Fire and Fury or all the raids, chat. What's it gonna be? Missed the jump. Fair enough. Admittedly, I don't really want to go in with 2 grimoires with bots, but
Come on, down here.
all right. Well,
Like all
what's it
good
gonna be?
temples, a place of worship and a defensible fortress.
Plague rats.
Fire and Fury. Okay, it's a Storm Fiend.
Storm Fiend.
I spy a footprint.
Fling me.
Right here. Give me a... Ah, no, you shan't. The old fly.
I unleash black powder.
Rattling gun. Head down. Back feet gun. Not so fierce now,
Nice.
are you, Storm Fiend?
Storm Fiend's down. Oh, I got hooked.
Eyes open for Jackie Blade, fanatic.
Alright, and let's see here. Jeez, a second boss? Okay, game. Alright. 3 tomes. I've got a grimoire. We got this.
A rat ogre. This will challenge us.
Dory, looks like we found ammunition. Sigmar stands with bloody battle. That's what I am. Reckon I'm done for. Those wounds don't look good to see. That's a concrete. Dig to the wall.
Lightning strike or hold your breath.
Easy pickings for you. Who's there, Dory? And dual-wielding.
The weave pulls me fast.
That's right, Michelle. You finished.
It never stood a chance.
In whatever shape or form, the beasts they send against us shall all end the same.
Can't get cocky, we ain't done.
I shall tend your wound, Kruber.
Oh boy, mine's lightning.
Slaughter in the service of heresy. Refill your supplies while time yet remains.
Let the slaughter begin! Strike the bell!
Alrighty. I'm thinking after this map, probably gonna go ahead and wrap up this stream for the time being. I got some raids I gotta do later. I may stream those, but probably not. We'll see.
Here we go. Sigma, I see a star back. Backline, boy, over here. My grandmother hits harder than that. Oh, no. Try again. Harder. Hop back. Keep going, Rocky. You might hit something. Backline guard. Gas rat, beware this poison. Here comes more of the bucket. Get back. Here they come. Right, I do you, gas rat.
Yeah, mates, maybe we've scared them off.
Guys open, nicely. Oh, lava coming in. Gasman incoming.
Not a good sign. Stand well back.
Come on, then. That's all you've got. Another life. I'll give you one for free. And it's on. Let's give them a welcome. Incoming. Come on, kill that woman here. Fire take it. Out. Gas left dead. Things gonna blow. That's another leak down.
Soul drinkers or cruel hooks? Jeez, double immobilizers. I see you.
I know that sound. It's a rattling gun. We've got
Uh-oh, I got hooked.
Go on! Again! I can take it!
Alrighty. And we're through. Alrighty.
That door was sealed before, was it not?
There we go.
Time to get out of here.
And mission complete. There we go. Alrighty. That said, now that I've got a nice little Vermintide run in, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up here for the time being. Get some nice XP. Let's go. Goodie box. No way Renaud gives me an Emperor's. No way. What the heck? Hey, yo? All right, Renal was feeling generous tonight. Jeez. Okay. Fair enough. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here for the time being. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a good one.